welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, today we are testing out a drugstore foundation, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth Foundation. And guys, I never use drugstore products, and the only reason why, let me tell you why, the only reason why is because the drugstores around me never have testers. Like, you can't swatch anything, you can't return anything, and this was before COVID too. Like, they just never have testers, so you always have to just guess your shade. And I've always been like, do I want to really waste my money in case it doesn't work out? So I've never really used drugstore, but yesterday I was in the drugstore and I saw this and I was like, you know what? I need a hydrating foundation, and it was on sale. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try some. So today we're going to test this out, see what it looks like, see if it's worth the money. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. But before we get into the video, please don't forget, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, turn your post notifications on, and let's get into it. So as you can see, I did my brows already really quickly before we get started, and I did color correct a few little areas on my face because that's usually what I do every time I try a foundation. So this is what the foundation looks like. I picked up two of them. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth. I picked up the shade 230 Natural Buff and 240 Golden Beige. I picked up two because I don't know what shade I'm going to be, and drugstores, like I said, they don't have testers. So I was just like eyeing the bottle and I was like, you know what? Let me just try both of them. So let's see if I pick the right color. But let's talk packaging. Packaging is just a regular foundation bottle. Looks just like any other foundation bottle. Looks a little small to me actually. 30 ml. I feel like usually foundations are 50 ml, but I'm gonna have to double check. But this is what it looks like. It is a twist off, so there is no pump, which is definitely a downside for me. I love foundations with pumps just because I like to be able to gauge if I like how much I want. With these, I kind of feel like sometimes I'm wasting the product. I'm pouring too much, I'm pouring too little. I just don't like it. So the Hydrate and Smooth formula is for normal to dry skin, and your girl has dry skin now because I'm on Accutane, so my skin is dry. So I was on the hunt for a new hydrating foundation. They do also have a matte and poreless version for Fit Me, and that's for people with combo to oily skin. And I used to use that before, which was great. So I have high hopes with this, and it has SPF 18, which is a pro and a con. We all need SPF in our life. SPF is so good for you, we know this, but at the same time, SPF causes flashbacks. So I've always kind of steered away from foundations with SPF because I'm not trying to look like a ghost. But I was like, you know what? I need to get my life. I need SPF, and I'm not really going anywhere. I'm not really taking pictures with flash or anything. So I was like, you know what? It's not going to hurt. And it's only SPF 18, so I feel like it might not cause too much flashback. So it says on here, it hydrates for smoother looking skin. It blends seamlessly. Okay. And it matches a natural tone. We're about to see if it matches. And on here, let me pull up the website. On the website, it says Maybelline Smoothing Concentrate hydrates rough patches, leaving skin with a naturally luminous finish. And that's what we want. Smooth skin. Okay, who doesn't want smooth skin? It says it also hydrates and smooths skin texture and leaves the natural, beautiful finish. Dermatologist tested, allergy tested, non-comedogenic, and fragrance free. Those are all good things. Those are all really good things. Those are all good things that I like to hear, especially now that I'm on Accutane. I feel like I look a little bit more as to what I'm putting on my face. So those are all good things. It doesn't say anywhere on here if it's medium coverage, full coverage, light coverage. I'm not too sure, but we're about to see. But I feel like it's not full coverage only because I find that when brands come out with full coverage foundations, they're always like raving about it. They're always like advertising full coverage. So something tells me that this is either light or medium. But what I will say is I'm not impressed with their shade selection. They only have 24 shades. And I feel like that's definitely not enough. 24 shades does not cover everybody's skin tone. I personally feel like if you're coming out with foundation, you need at least 40 shades, at least. The more the better, but at least 40, because it's very difficult, especially for people with medium to deeper skin. It is extremely, extremely hard. I feel like when it's such a small selection, it's very catered to lighter skin tones. So it's kind of a downside. I don't like that there's only 24 shades, but we'll see. So I already prepped my skin. I used my Belief moisturizer and I used my Milk primer. So this one is shade 230. So just from seeing it here on my cheek, you can see that they're both yellow undertones and they both are warm tones, which is great. We love warm tones. But the 230 is definitely lighter, a little bit more yellow, whereas the 240 is just warmer, not as yellow, but still yellow, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna go with the 240 only because I feel like the 230 is gonna be a little light. I do like to go a little bit deeper because I do love a very tan, warm look, especially after I highlight and contour. I feel like it really balances it out. So I'm gonna go with the 240. So I'm just applying it in the centers of my face. I'm using a beauty blender to blend this out, and I am such a fan of beauty blenders. I don't know, I love it. I love them more than brushes. On clients, obviously I like using brushes, but on myself, beauty blenders. So it blends very seamlessly, like it's blending away really, really nice, which is good. So far, I'm liking the color. I feel like we made a good choice. I love the color. As for coverage, I'm not getting enough coverage on my cheeks, so I can already tell I'm gonna have to go in and add a little bit more to my cheeks. As for my forehead, I don't really have blemishes here, so I think one coat is good. I definitely feel like this is a medium coverage, so let's just see how buildable it is. And side note, Valentine's Day is around the corner. It's literally in a few days. So I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe should I do a Valentine's Day tutorial? Like, would you guys want to do a Valentine's Day look? Let me know in the comments down below and maybe I'll do that. But now with COVID restrictions, we're not really going anywhere. Like, everything's closed. So it's basically going to be an indoor Valentine's, but that's okay. That is okay. This color is really doing it for me. It's very warm. I love, love, love a warm tan. Like, I love it. So I'm really liking this color. I'm going ahead and adding just a little bit more on my cheeks. I'm a full coverage queen. I love full coverage, so I love to just add on a little bit more. You know what this reminds me of? I've been seeing on TikTok people are doing the foundation layer challenge where they're adding so many layers of foundation, and my sister was telling me I should do that, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about wasting a whole bottle of foundation. But let me know, do you guys want me to do that? Comment down below, maybe I'll do it. So this is what it looks like, and so far what I will say is I like the color so far. Coverage, medium coverage. I'm noticing it's not too buildable, and what I always like to do to like determine how much coverage is I have a beauty mark right here, and with all my foundations, they are full coverage and it completely covers the beauty mark. Like, you don't even know I have one, but right now I do see it. It's really like shining through. So I can tell it's a medium coverage, not too buildable, but that's okay. I do like how it looks so far. But one thing I will say is I'm noticing that it's not really blending well in the area right here and right here. It's kind of like a little patchy, I'll say. Not patchy, but kind of like breaking apart. That's the word. It's kind of like breaking apart. And I'm not sure why it's doing that because none of my foundations do that. And this is why I've always been like skeptical of using drugstore foundations, because I'm always like afraid that they're gonna like break apart and not really last on my face. So far I'm gonna say I'm a little skeptical because it's doing it a little bit right here. It's not too bad. It's not like major, but it's doing it a little bit. And I'm finding that even the more I blend, it's not really fixing it. It's on the areas where, like, you know, if you have like little facial hairs, it's really clinging onto there, and I don't really get that with other foundations. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finish my makeup routine off camera, come back, and we'll talk about it. All right, so I finished my entire makeup routine, and this is what it looks like. And guys, I'm gonna say I'm very surprised at how this turned out because I was skeptical. You guys saw I was a little skeptical at first, but after I used my setting powder, I found that it did blend out very well. It looks very smooth. She looks hydrated. She looks smooth. She looks plump. Like, I love the way this looks. And I'm just shook that this is a drugstore foundation because like I said, I've always been very scared to try drugstore products. I don't know about you guys, but I've always been very scared to try it. But so far, this was a win. Like, I love the way it looks, the color, everything. Like, I really, really like this. The only thing I will say is I find that it kind of did move a little bit when I was using my setting spray, my setting powder. So you can see one little blemish is kind of coming through, kind of the foundation kind of moved. So that's the only thing, but that's okay because I can go in and just like spot conceal it. But other than that, guys, I think that this foundation looks very beautiful. It's affordable. For $6.99, this is beautiful. Like, I definitely will be using this. If I would to tell you I'm going to replace my favorite foundations with this one, I'm not. I like this, but I do have other foundations that I absolutely love, but I'm definitely going to add this into my collection and I will use this. I feel like more of like an everyday wear kind of thing. Out of 10, I will give this a 7. It hasn't met my 10 yet, but I will give it a 7. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys like drugstore products? Do you want me to try more out? Because like I said, I'm very new to drugstore and I did an Instagram poll on my Instagram. If you aren't following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, but I did a question poll on there and a lot of people said that they like high-end products. They don't really like drugstore products. So I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see more drugstore? Do you want to see more high-end? Let me know, but that is all I have to say for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.